Welcome back to Girls Code, the channel where we dive deep into the power of sisterhood, female empowerment, and how we can lift each other up through life's toughest challenges. Today, we're talking about a topic that we all experience at some point, feeling like everything is falling apart. But what if that moment of struggle is the beginning of something amazing? Have you ever felt like you've lost something or someone you loved? Or maybe you're facing a setback that feels unbearable? Whether you've experienced failure in your career, relationships, or health, the weight of it all can feel overwhelming. But what if this was exactly the moment where your breakthrough begins? The beautiful thing about hitting rock bottom is that it's the only place where you have no choice but to rise. Think about it. When everything feels like it's falling apart, that's your chance to rebuild, to rediscover who you truly are, and to rise up stronger than ever. No one can dictate how high you'll rise from here. That power is yours, and it starts with you. I know that when you hit that point where things seem impossible, it can feel like the world is closing in on you. But you have to ask yourself, what would happen if you believed in that moment of despair that this was not the end, but the beginning of something extraordinary? That's when the magic starts to happen. When you decide to believe in yourself, no matter what, things start to shift. It's not going to be easy, and I won't sugarcoat it. There will be days when it feels like you're not making any progress. But here's the truth. You get to choose whether you stay where you are or take that first step toward your next chapter. Your comeback begins with you. You control your narrative. And trust me, I know firsthand how easy it is to let the opinions of others or the challenges of the present moment define who we are. But the truth is, your story is yours alone. No one else gets to tell you who you are or who you can become. You have the power to define your own narrative, regardless of where you're at right now. Life is full of ups and downs. There will be seasons when you feel like everything is working against you, but these tough times are temporary. You have the power to decide how long they last. What you decide next can change everything. The process of becoming the person you are meant to be starts with accountability. One of the most empowering things you can do is own your story. This means taking responsibility for where you are and how you got here. Whether it's owning your mistakes, learning from them, and using that wisdom to move forward. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. Every woman has faced a setback, a challenge, or a difficult season. What matters is how we respond and choose to grow from it. Think about it. So many women who've made it to the top didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by embracing failure as part of their journey. They took every setback, every mistake, and turned it into a stepping stone towards success. So, if you're feeling like everything is falling apart right now, you're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be to grow into the person you were always meant to become. Look at the inspiring stories of women who faced adversity and come out on top. Take Gia, for instance. After a career-shaking scandal, she owned up to her actions, took time off to reflect, and came back stronger. Today, she's working with major brands and attending glamorous events, proving that our mistakes don't define us. Our growth does. Then there's Sun, a talented actress who went through a public divorce. It was a painful chapter, but instead of letting it defeat her, she used that experience to build a stronger, more authentic version of herself. Now, her career is thriving, and she's inspiring other women to embrace their true selves. This is the power of rising above setbacks. These stories teach us something crucial. Accountability and action are the keys to moving forward. Growth and success aren't about avoiding mistakes. They're about facing them, learning from them, and continuing to move forward with determination. And let's talk about how sometimes setbacks are really setups for bigger things. Look at Addison Rae. She hit a moment where she took a step back from her career to reevaluate. This pivot led her to a more authentic version of herself. And now she's creating content and building a brand that truly represents who she is. This is the power of embracing authenticity. In my own life, I've experienced my own setbacks. I've had moments where everything seemed to fall apart, but those were the times when I found new strength. When one door closed, another opened, and now I'm doing more than I could have imagined. So remember, setbacks only signal the start of something new if you let them. There was a time in my life when I truly believed that I was stuck, that I couldn't go any further. I was facing what felt like a never-ending storm, and I was exhausted, emotionally drained, and overwhelmed. But I reached a point where I realized I was the only one who could change my situation. It wasn't going to be easy, but I had to make the decision to take control of my life. And that decision changed everything. You have the power to rewrite your story, and you can begin that process today. When life feels like it's falling apart, remind yourself there is no rock bottom when you know that the only way left to go is up. You are stronger than you realize, and this moment of difficulty is the foundation for your greatest comeback. You see, life isn't just about moving forward. It's about moving forward with intention, with clarity, and with purpose. That's how you take back your power and turn your setbacks into success. You don't have to have all the answers right now. It's okay to take things one step at a time. Every small victory, every lesson learned adds up. And before you know it, you'll be looking back and realizing just how far you've come. In addition to owning your story, another way to get out of that rut is to surround yourself with the right people. If your environment isn't serving you, change it. Find people who lift you up, who encourage you to be your best self, and who remind you of your worth when you forget. Sometimes you need those people who'll believe in you before you can believe in yourself. Let's talk a bit more about self-worth and how you can elevate your belief in yourself. Your self-worth is non-negotiable. The moment you realize that you deserve to be treated with respect, love, and kindness, that's when things start to shift. It doesn't matter what anyone else says about you. What matters is how you see yourself and the standard you set for how others treat you. For so long, I didn't recognize my own worth. I settled for situations, relationships, and opportunities that didn't serve me because I didn't believe I deserved better. But once I made the decision to raise my standards, everything changed. I started attracting the right opportunities and the right people into my life. It was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. And here's the thing, no one can give you your worth. You have to claim it for yourself. You have to be willing to set boundaries and walk away from situations that aren't aligning with your vision. That's how you start creating a life that feels aligned with who you are meant to be. Before I go, I want to leave you with this. Trust the process. You might not have all the answers right now, and that's okay. Your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. So, keep believing in yourself. Keep moving forward and keep showing up for yourself every single day. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, you are stronger than you know, and you have what it takes to rise above any challenge. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and keep pushing forward. You've got this. Until next time, stay empowered, stay bold, and keep rising.